You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? I am your host, Baba Tuesday, of course. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to call, let me know. We'll hook it up. But anyways, this is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. We have a new caller on the line, and we're about to get ridiculous up in this shit. So you guys just sit back, relax, and let's see what he has to say. So, yes, and I'm assuming it's gender. I know we have a lot of gender shit going on, but he is a he and shit. So let's go. Hold on one second. Yo, caller. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm here. You know, wanted to call in before you got too big and you might not be able to fit me in.
Oh, shit. All right, so I come on, man. I'm going to still remember the little people in the world who helped me get to where I'm going. Shit, come on now.
Good.
Yo, okay, so I assumed your gender on accident, and I know I'm not supposed to do that in this day and age. I said that you were a dude and everything, so this is your platform right now to explain who you are, maybe what you do. If you want to give out your social security number, your VIN number to your car or whatnot, this is your time. So here you go. This is your time to shine.
Well, listen, I've been known to have a little bit of a softer voice, so you assumed my gender and you're right, but I've been confused before, but I'm a chameleon, so it works that way. But my name is Michael, simply known as Michael, but also known as Michael the Milkman, Michael the Stay Fair Fritter, Michael the Pork Chop, among other names.
Oh, shit. All right, man. He has a lot of aliases.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You almost lost me and shit. I was like, okay, goddamn. Yo.
With the AKAs, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is your time.
Yo, with all those aliases, I'm pretty sure you're probably dodging some baby mamas out there or something.
I don't have any children, but I am dodging some people, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I'm dodging shit. I'm dodging student loan people.
For sure.
I'm dodging student loan, like, for the longest, the student loan people.
I'm dodging the mailman.
I don't even want my W-2s because,
anyways.
like, I paid, like, people receive money each year, but I'm paying. It's like, god damn.
No, you will, especially right now as you are. You're an independent contractor. Like, you're paying now, man.
I'm like, shit.
And Uncle Sam, believe me, I'm independent too. Uncle Sam's coming. So just so you know, as you embark on your journey.
Yeah. I just want to make enough money.
April's right around the corner. Uncle Sam's coming for his money.
Yep. Shit, he might be at the door right now. Hold on, let me see. Nah, he ain't here yet.
Check.
But shit, man.
Because I think early filing.
I wait my longest. I wait my fucking longest, man. I dread the beginning of the year. But fuck.
Well, there's extensions and everything, but nonetheless, that's for another day, unless the topic is taxes.
Nah, but here's another. But we're not talking about taxes or whatnot. But we are going to talk about, I guess, an element in the world that will take your money from you, and it's gold diggers, right? So,
they're out there.
I know they're out there. Tell me, have you ever encountered a gold digger in your lifetime, Michael?
Tuesday, they are. I don't really try to mess with them, man. I don't, because it's a lot of headache, but they can be easily spotted. And if maybe they were like, that's interesting. Maybe even if you feel like you know the person, there's still some layers to be peeled back. So you're going to find some stuff out, whether you spot it right up front or you're caught up in it and then catch it late. But you, I don't know. How about this? Think about this. This is an interesting concept. So you're with someone,
Yeah.
and you've been kicking it for a couple of months. You've been, you've been spending your hard-earned money. You've been, filling up the car with gas. Going out.
Okay, smashing.
Getting a bite to eat, and then, dude's paying normal American dream type stuff.
Yeah, the traditional.
And then, so, you're progressing. It's Saturday. Maybe you're chilling at the house, and she's like, peep this. She's like, with the holidays, I came up a little short, and my electric bill's due, and I came up a little short. And you're like, oh, okay, baby, I understand. I've been there. I've been there, which, you have.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'll cut you a check, and you can just take it over there. She's like, well, you can just give me the cash. She's like, you can just give me the cash. And you're like, well, okay, well, I only got, $90. She's like, that'll do.
That's a sign of a fucking gold digger.
So I mean that in itself is a good example where so they need that ready cash and so they might be digging for that. But I guess when you ask the question, that's kind of a funny thing that pops to mind. But you got to be careful. It just depends what you're trying to do. But I think they're easily identifiable. And if you said something like. If you want to spread some cash and, whatever, if that's your thing, then let them dig.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Let them, if you're a trick and you like that shit, let her dig. But here's the thing, because we might have some young listeners, you know what I mean? Some young listeners listening to this, and they might not know the early signs of a gold digger. Can you give, maybe 3 or 4 signs just quickly? Maybe the element of where the gold digger is spotted in, like the local bar or whatnot. Just different signs of a gold digger.
Man, I guess one thing just throughout my long life, one thing would just be the blatant disregard for maybe you're out on a friendly date and she's not even reaching for her wallet to pay for her latte or whatever.
Oh, shit. The fake
that's
reach.
Your first blatant, you can see that. If you're 17, 18 years old, you should be able to see that. If you're going to the coffee with Little Sally from around the way, and then Little Sally around the way is like, pick me up. And then she's like, I'll pick you up. And then she's like, can you throw in on some gas? And then she gets up to the coffee counter and, you order your thing. And you're, whatever, depending on how young you are, you already have your pennies counted. And then she's like, I ain't paying. So you can see that. There's certainly easily things you can spot. But obviously, if you're in college, you're going through undergrad and you're out in the scene, oh my God, you're going to run into that 24/7 where, they're just perched waiting. And they're just as soon as they see you up there and they see the slightest bit that you got a little bit of anything, they might just fly down on you, what's up, where are you from, blah, 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 oh, what are you drinking, oh, I want to try it, and you're like, oh, shit, maybe I might get late or something.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily, but you're like, oh, I'll buy one. So, boom, there's your tactic.
No,
that's 2. So, I mean, they're out there from 17 to 37. You're going to run into them.
Ooh, 17. You don't think you don't think that age group increased 17 to 37? I think, man, I think gold diggers can go. I think gold diggers is endless, no matter what the age is, man.
Well, so just in light of the question, I was able to catch one of your videos where you were talking about this, symposium for gold or not sugar daddies,
sugar babies,
sugar kisses,
sugar babies. Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I was like, okay. I was like, I get it. It's their industry or whatever. It's their thing. They want to capitalize on their look. those women were well in their 20s and maybe even 30s. And I mean, you know, it's a career for them, man. They start,
Yeah.
they just keep on going, dude. I don't know, but that's an interesting question, and I think it is important probably for any, you know, young 20-something or 30-something or even late teens that's listening. You know, be careful, man. You already worked hard enough. You're, you know, raking sand traps at a golf course, or you know, you're 30-something and you're trying to make your way, and then you get caught up with some, like, oh, I need a plane ticket to go see my sick aunt. And you're like, okay, I'll order it. I got some flight tickets. She's like, well, you just give it to me now. You got to be easy. Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to see it, make
Well,
sure you're not caught up.
There's going to be, even though people are listening to this, man, there's going to be some people out there who, I mean, they're just, they probably never had, like, very attractive, because I find that very attractive females are mostly gold diggers. Why? Because they get shit off of their looks, and they do that shit until they hit the wall. And when they hit the wall, it's kind of a little harder. They kind of twist the gold digging and they form it into, oh, let me go get married now, and that's a form of gold digging. In my eyes, like, okay.
Well, I see that, and again, I guess it can become part of who you are, and then it leads you to maybe a not so good outcome, you know. But I see that a lot in my business. I deal with a lot of men that have a lot of money that you can't freaking stand them, but you know they're always running around with some of the best looking women in all the Midwest.
Okay, so tell me this.
You know,
tell me this real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off. Tell me this real quick, because I want to. Hopefully, I'm gonna prove a point real quick. You don't have to tell what line of profession that you're in, but all the dudes with, like, because I know you bump shoulders with some goddamn titans. I know you bump shoulders with some big ballers, and they got more money than God, right? So tell me this.
There's a misconception. I don't know who you think this Michael is, but go ahead.
Yo, the dudes with the money that's walking around with those bad chicks, do they are they all muscled up? Do they have any, like, muscle? Like, are they physically attractive?
You know, so in regards to my industry, I'm in the energy sector. So I deal with a lot of people that are independents, corporate people, et cetera, et cetera. Be it functions or be it whatever, just, you know, depending on where you are in the city. But nonetheless, you know, some are incredibly fit men. Some are, you know, they're well dressed, but maybe they're not that good looking. I mean, you see a variety of it. But I think what I've concluded about men and having these gold diggers, if you will, around them. Yeah. Depending on who you are, you know, be it a person in sales, cars, whatever, oil and gas, maybe a lawyer, I don't know. I don't really fuck with them, not that much anyways, but whoever you are, it can be part of your ego. Oh, you're with a good-looking blonde, you know, every other 2 months, you know. Yeah. So they're digging, and they know they got a digger. So it's like, and they need to be out there flaunting something real flashy and nice-looking, if you will, depending on what you consider nice-looking. So I mean, then you look at that aspect, too. So it's a two-way business.
It is. And I was going to touch base on that. And what I was getting at when I was asking you that question was that, like, I tell people, like, to be honest with you, to pull a real bad chick, you don't need to physically look good. You just need that money. And whenever you do, let's say you're an average dude. Let's say you're like a fucking 5. Let's say you're 5, but your money is right. Right? Your money is right. So now you're a goddamn 10. And whenever you're a 5, but with the money of a 10, chicks will flock to you. And when other chicks see you with hot chicks, now they're going to be like, why is she with that ugly dude?
If you're a tadpole driving through a Midwestern downtown in a brand new Porsche 911 that says bracket on the back, you're a goddamn 20. Excuse my French, dear Lord. You're a damn 20 if you're driving around in a brand new, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
If you're driving around a brand new Porsche that says fracking in the back, your damn tadpole driving, you a damn 11.
Yeah. And chicks love that. And chicks want that power. You know what I mean? So here's my thing, man. Whenever I blow up and I make it and money's coming in and everything, I'm gonna be fucking
Well,
paranoid.
you're on the internet, you're making it.
I'm gonna be fucking paranoid, man. Because I won't be able to.
Just be careful. You sound like a level-headed individual, and I know you. And as you progress in your career, which it's a real delight to be chatting with you on FM and just rapping with you. But I mean, you know, your level, as long as you're a level person and you know what you're after and you know what you want. Now, don't be fooled. You know, you can be. There are many aspects of a woman that can cloud your logical and critical thinking. But as you grow older, you seem to be able to read between those lines. But don't get it twisted. I mean, a good outing will have you like, how much you need.
Shit, no. Or
how much did you say you needed?
Or a good outing will have you like Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
You got to be fucking careful out here, man. I'm telling you, man.
You have to.
These fucking chicks.
You have to wear a bulletproof vest around your wallet if you're naive to certain things. But no.
Like, okay.
To me, that's just one of the beautiful chapters of life. And if you're lucky enough to be a social individual and want to be out there and have to kind of, it's like a game, you know, it's like a trap. It's like, oh crap, you know, that's like a you know, bad guy in a video game. You just have to like work around it, you know.
Well, shit, man, it's crazy in these goddamn streets, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You got to be careful, man, because chicks out here now, they're not built like the traditional ways, man. It's hard to find a traditional chick out here, and I call this era that we living in is the digital Woodstock, because everything's accessible, everybody's fucking with everybody, and everybody's getting goddamn high off of more than weed and shit, you know, psychedelics, goddamn over-the-counter drugs.
It's like Chemical Ali era, dude. It's like those that one of those dudes from Saddam's army, dude. Chemical Ali, like, you know, everything is all like chemical, like in pans. Forget about it. Like nobody just smokes a little Tweedle anymore.
Yeah, people want to get fucked up. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah, and that leads to some weird things, but that's where we are, and so you damn well better be able to figure it out, and navigate it, or you're gonna get caught up.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught up in shit, man. So all the young fellas out there, look out for these signs, man. I would almost say, hopefully you're when you're listening to this, you're in an era where goddamn sex robots is walking around like I Am Robot, and you get to fuck with them and not with these hoes. And
well, to all the young whippersnappers that are trying to navigate through this, I would just thank your lucky stars every night when you lay your head at night that you've got somebody like Baba Two-Stick bringing people to the table that can actually give you a little 2 cents about what's really about to happen to you.
Yeah.
To your little naive butt.
Yeah, shit, out here, because I made mistakes, you know what I mean? And thank God, like, I survived them.
I've left some money on the table, dude.
Yep. I mean, shit.
Dude, you ever hooked up with some friends that you're in the Dallas area? You ever hooked up with some friends and gone out with some people and, like, you know, met some chicks and you done left some money on the table?
Yep. Money was gone when you wake up.
Money was gone when you wake up.
Yep.
And if you're out of town,
you're fucked.
You're just like, damn.
You're fucked. Yo, I want like a couple
You
of.
gotta be careful, dude. Oh, listen, real quick. In light of being careful, gold diggers out for a good time, because you're gonna be out for a good time. You're gonna come across some gold diggers. Tuesday, I don't know if you know a guy named Elvin Bishop, but if you have to, there's an old song called "Keep a Dollar in Your Pocket," and you damn well better keep a dollar in your pocket, boy, because you never know. So always keep it fold up like $1 and put it in your fifth pocket. You'll be surprised what that dollar could do in the worst.
Oh, yeah.
When all the gold's been dug out in Dallas, and you're just like, shit.
Yo, that's fucking deep. What was the name of that song? Keep $1 in your pocket.
Keep $1 in your pocket by Elvin Bishop. Dude, this cat's like a bluesy dude. He spent some time in the... Well, he's just been in that blues scene forever, but I think he spent some time in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. But and I may be wrong about that. But yeah, man, Elvin Bishop, keep $1 in your pocket, dude. It'll be the best friend you'll ever have.
Fuck yeah, yeah, do that shit, because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen, bro. You never know. Like,
no.
There was I don't know if it was in a movie or something, but like this guy was talking about his grandfather would always keep money in his pocket just in case, because it was a manly thing to do. Like if you ever die, you'll have money in your pocket or some shit. Like, I don't know, but yeah, okay.
You better, dude. You better. Like, I mean, honestly, like, how are you gonna get home, dude? I mean, honestly, you're gonna have to give up something. There'll be $1 and something else, dude. You got a trucker giving you a ride from Kansas City to Dallas. You better have something to give him. You gotta give stuff out.
If I end up in Kansas City and I don't have no money and shit, like, that's on me. Like, I wouldn't see myself like falling for some chick that fucking take me to Kansas City, try to goddamn do a Pulp Fiction on me and shit. No, bro, that ain't gonna happen to me.
Oh my God, that's a whole nother can of worms.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
There, people.
That's a whole nother.
Know it, man.
Where the fuck was this? Where did this conversation, like, this conversation's getting kind of dark, bro.
Gold diggers. And see, that's the thing. And I think that's probably what you're digging at, Baba, is how, like, okay, a gold digger, this can happen. But then if you talk about it long enough, 20, however many minutes, you're gonna get this deep. Where you're in Kansas City, where it's nothing.
Yeah, you got them.
Just like, shit, dude.
You're in
that
Kansas.
Was a good lay, but man, I'm in Kansas City, and I'm broke, and I don't know where my phone is.
And your asshole hurts a little bit, and you got
and that's when you're riding home with the trucker all the way to wherever you're from.
Yeah.
And man, that'll change your life forever, and that in itself will change your life forever. It'll mean the difference between a gold digger is okay. Look, fine. If we need to sum up this, let's sum it up.
All right,
gold digger is taking you. It's going to be the difference between you, like, actually continuing with your career path and just completely fucking going off the edge and, like, never amount to anything.
That's true.
So be careful, dude, because So, and I know it seems a little extreme, but to sum it up, do be careful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be careful. Wrap that shit up. Wrap it up. Be careful.
Yep.
Man, save your money. At the end of the day, save your fucking money because you're going to need it. The more money you save, the more value and assets that you can have. And the more value and assets you can have, at the end of the day, more chicks you can fucking bring in. You know what I mean? So.
True. And as a business professional, I would encourage anybody older than me, younger than me, like, man, save a few bucks if you can help it, dude. And believe me, it'll save you a lot of tossing and turning later on down the road. But again, it goes back to stay away from gold diggers. Be able to pluck them out of a crowd, so you don't end up in Kansas City broke as hell riding home with the trucker.
Yeah.
Just like, oh shit.
And one thing I do is, like, if I see, like, a real fine girl, and she might be solo dolo, or she might be with somebody, I just always tell myself, man, she must be expensive. Not that she's a prostitute or whatnot, but she's probably draining somebody's money somewhere. So I don't want to stay with. I'm just like, if I can't go in.
That's kind of a broad stroke.
Well, no. But I'm gonna.
I get it, man. It's just the times we're living in.
Yeah, but I'm like, if I can't go in and just do what I have to do and bounce out, then it ain't for me. It ain't for me. But that was.
Yep. I understand.
That was the old me. Like, like, I'm trying to go, like at least 3 years without fucking with these hoes. Like, just straight masturbating, straight using my sex toys. That's my goal right now.
because, you know, in a way, it's kind of a, I don't know if I'm even using the right terminology, but perhaps a rite of passage. Spend some time alone and find yourself. You know, you mentioned something about masturbating 8 times a day. You know, if that's the way, you know, for you to find out what's really going on, you know, be careful, read into it, but you know, do you, man. But no, you're right. You have to find yourself, and if that's the stage in which you're in, you know, it's a wonderful time.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to be alone and run game and, you know, defend yourself from gold diggers, if you will, or defend yourself from whatever's coming around the corner. Oh, it's a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah, yeah. If you can't be happy alone, then you're gonna be fucking.
Oh, dude.
Like, if you can't be happy alone, you're in big trouble. And there's a lot of people walking around here who always have to be in a goddamn relationship. Like, every time you turn, they're with somebody new.
What's that song by Future? I'm in a relationship with you know Future?
Yeah, I know
That
Future.
little electronic voice. You know,
Yeah.
Future with the electronic voice.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship with no, but yeah, you're right. You have to be able to find you. I mean, if you're looking to be with someone at some point, and I don't know if we're shifting directions or what, but if you're wanting to train yourself to be with someone, it's probably best that you put yourself out there, get out, run across a gold digger, deflect one, hopefully not get taken by one. But yeah, I mean, if you're trying to find you and maybe seeing if maybe you are someone that can be with someone, then yes, you know, you got to take that time to find yourself, man. Oh no, dude, the sorriest people I feel for are those who like, you know, never know themselves without someone else. Like, I mean, I'm a twin, and you know this, and I mean, like, you know, I was born into this earth with someone, so like by default, like, you know, but like for all those other people, it's like, my girl,
Yeah.
you know, like, come on, dude.
Seeking validation out from the outward in is fucked up. Your validation.
No, man, that's my twin brother, man.
No.
You know, I mean,
Bruh,
okay.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking in general, motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah, so people out there.
That's my twin brother, man. But no, I get it, man. Like, seeking that, like, oh, like, that's my girl, and that, like, she makes me, like, okay, yeah, she does until she doesn't. You curled up in a fucking ball.
Yeah, crying, thinking about goddamn Romeo and Juliet, and like you gonna commit suicide. Don't do that. Don't get depressed.
Yeah, dude, like,
don't do that shit.
Which, of course, is not a laughing matter by any means, because that's a whole other can of worms. But unfortunately, it's something that does happen, and luckily, there are avenues for people to get help, and of course, you know, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So anybody who would be in that position, you know, you can seek solace knowing that me, and I'm sure you would be there for them. But yeah you don't want to be fetal position, because like the one person that you thought completed you, like is suddenly like out with some other dude, and you heard about it from your cousin.
Yeah, she out there with Reggie and them,
you know?
getting fucked.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's out with some dude that like you see every day, and you're like, oh shit, that's Reggie from work.
Yep, Reggie fucking plugging her up.
So. But God, you know, I mean, there are so many twists and turns, and but yeah, man, you got to protect yourself for sure. You don't want to be fetal position because you couldn't find yourself without someone else, or because you got taken by a gold digger. And I don't know why Kansas City got locked in, but you know, Kansas City's on the move, so I mean, there's some swanky places to hang out where you can get taken.
There's some good.
So you went up to see a friend in Kansas City, and you got taken by a gold digger, and now you're riding home.
Yeah.
Houston in a truck with the truck.
Hopefully, you got goddamn Uber on your phone or some shit, and you can transfer some money.
Or $1 in your pocket.
Or $1.
To be like, hey, cuz, I got $1, man. Can you take me to Houston?
Can you goddamn take me to Houston? Got shit. Highway I-35, baby.
I'm trying to get home. So anyway, that's that.
All right, man. And by the way, before we stop talking about this, but Kansas City has some goddamn good ass barbecue. How the guy?
Well, it does, man. Let me tell you something, dude. I got caught up in an oil and gas deal in Kansas City, and it doesn't matter how long I drove to get up there, but bottom line is I was up there until the wee hours of the night in a straight stare down, and I got the hell out of there, dude.
Why?
And I got what I needed, and I got that. Well, I mean, it just, it was a long day in Kansas City, so, I mean, I got in, I was in a stare down, probably over some barbecue, and finally got what I needed and got the hell out of Dodge. But the bottom line is Kansas City is a city on the move. I mean, it's that whole Plaza district that's established. The Plaza is as established as it gets for shopping, all that area. And then, of course, the food is delicious. And then you got that whole train depot area.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the bad part, too, dude, where you get stabbed to death. But,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's that. But no, man, Kansas City's a good place to thrive. They got, the Overland Park area, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
And you got the Chiefs. Hey, listen, real quick, Kansas City. I flew in with someone that I think you probably know. In fact, we flew into Kansas City.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's. It's the day Michael Jackson died, dude.
Okay.
It was the day Michael Jackson died. We took a Michael Jackson tribute flight in a Cherokee Piper Arrow custom, dude.
What?
Thing had fucking gray leather, like the letter of the company embroidered on the headrest. We're listening to Michael Jackson. We flew in to Hangar 11 in downtown Kansas City, got out, had a car already started for us, dripping condensation.
Oh, I know
The air
who.
conditioner's fucking running, dude.
I know who you flew in with. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you probably know who it is.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And we went and ate barbecue, and then we flew back to Middle America.
God
From Middle America to
damn.
Middle America, if you will. And, anyways, so no, Kansas City's got it going on, dude.
Yeah.
You fly in and out, get your barbecue.
Man, goddamn.
Damn.
Goddamn. Did you take pictures?
Gold diggers, dude. From gold diggers to barbecue to
Yo.
Kansas City and back.
That's where the conversation went, man. That's where the
That
conversation went. Fuck.
Call her done. Is that it? Or
No, you know what? Shit. I mean, we talked longer than what I expected about gold diggers, but I think there was a lot of gems in there. We dropped a lot of knowledge, and hopefully people will gravitate to what the fuck we're talking about. You know what I mean? But
Well, I know this is FM, but hopefully you have a little delay and you can pluck all the nonsense out and keep the good gold nuggets. But
nah,
yeah,
I'm keeping this shit raw.
No, I appreciate that chatting. The gold digger is important for the youth of America to understand.
Cause shit is
And everything
changing.
else that we covered.
Yeah, shit is changing. But let's talk about interracial relationships, man. Let's talk about interracial relationships because I feel that
this is a time.
yeah, it is. It is. It is. I mean, it's beginning to look a lot like Brazil around here. People are fucking mixed.
It is looking a little bit more mixed and match, mixed couples, and it's a beautiful thing as long as love is in the air, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. What is your
What about it though? What about it?
What is your take on it? Like, I know that you just stated that you feel good and everything like that about it and all that, but can you elaborate? Can you get a little bit deeper?
Well, for me, all I've ever dated was white women. No, I'm just kidding. For me, again, if you found love and you're happy and it's all good, then great. I don't care if you're yellow and green together, if you're Baylor Bears colors. But obviously, there's so many angles to go down this path, but it just depends. It depends. For me, I'm in a relationship with a white European woman, Eastern European.
Oh, Eastern.
She's never seen anything like me. Well, and I don't know that you've ever had the opportunity to meet her, but like, she's from like Eastern Europe, and so
like
she's
Russia,
very white.
like deep Russia, like Eastern European.
Yeah, like hostile shit, like
Oh,
the type of European countries that you never heard of,
like
you're
you,
gonna fucking die, dude.
like you don't know if you're in Asia or goddamn Russia. You just know you're
Well,
fucked.
yeah, or I mean, it's like the type of European countries that it's like, you don't know where the fuck you are. It ain't Paris. I can tell you that shit. Beautiful people, beautiful country, but it is one of the lesser known European countries. It's a Baltic state, but she's very white, and I'm Puerto Rican, which is a mix of three different things. Black Africans. Spaniards, the black Africans that Columbus brought with him,
Yeah.
and then the native Indians from Puerto Rico. So, I'm like like some coffee with some cream.
Yeah,
And so I have that tone, but I'm still darker than anything she's seen. But then or what about the girl that grew up in middle of nowhere, Kansas? And she goes to school to K-State, and she starts dating some dude that's starting corner, and she brings him home
Mandingo?
for Christmas. And
You talk-
whatever you would go. She's dating, I play corner up here at State. And, so he's like, plays corner at Kansas, and she's from the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and she brings him home. And
Wait, hold on. We're telling this story. So is she like a Quaker or is she just white?
Oh, okay.
Imagine
that. Just for the sake of the topic, and just for the sake of being, I guess, giving you my point of view, which is just my point of view. But I give you my kind of personal experience dating someone who's white, and I'm from a completely different place that it has a strong black, African, and Indian, Taino Indian descent.
Yeah.
And, just from the demographics in which I'm around with my work or the area in which I live, you might see a young lady that goes to, like, Kansas State, and, she's never seen, a black dude, let alone, start the corner.
Yeah.
And she takes him home for Christmas, and he's like, yeah, I'm Rashawn. And it was a whole fucking thing,
Yo, what's his name?
In the eyes of those parents, until they find out that
Yo.
and these two love each other, but for the time being, fucking Christmas is ruined. But that's so. I mean, interracial dating can come with many different, I guess, layers, if you will. But my girl's parents were here over Christmas. Middle of nowhere, you're hostile shit, dude. Type of shit you might not come. The type of shit where Liam Neeson will have to rescue you from, like,
yeah.
Taken.
Yeah.
And, they come, and here's this, fast-talking Puerto Rican in the oil business. They didn't know what the hell. And, so...
They probably thought... They probably thought you were like some mythological creature or some shit.
They probably wanted to kill my ass the first week, but they got over it. But wonderful people. So, I mean, look, Baba Tuesday, for me, the interracial dating has a lot of layers. I'm in the heartland, if you will, and so I know that you see a lot of things. A black chick is dating a frat dude, a white frat dude.
Yeah.
And then you got some brother like, what the fuck? Or vice versa. So, I mean, you're going to get it either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a beautiful thing. I think some of the most beautiful children and creatures in this earth are those of mixed race.
Yeah.
Tan skin, green eyes, or, I knew this cat from Togo, dude. This motherfucker looked like a voodoo doll. But he was beautiful. He was like purple, but he had the brightest white eyes and like the pinkest lips. Like, I mean, I wasn't with this dude. I mean, I went to college with this motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think different people are beautiful. And when you mix them together, I think some of the most beautiful people on earth are those from mixed cultures. So I think interracial dating can lead to that. But I mean, the likelihood that you'll ever see some pretty white girl or a pretty Asian girl dating some cat from Togo that looks like a voodoo doll is slim. But maybe.
Well, if that dude, if that dude is a, if
What the fuck?
if that dude's a model, he's definitely full throttle and
Oh, dude.
some chicks. Man.
Well, and the thing about it is again, we're all human, and we all need to see each other for what we are, and that is, if you will, a piece of meat walking down the street, and you have a brain and you have a heart, and that's what matters. In interracial dating, you see a heart, you see a brain, you see smarts, you see beauty, and so, man, interracial dating is the tightest shit ever.
No,
What
it's
was
true.
that old movie, Baba?
What, Jungle
What was that
Fever?
old movie?
Jungle
I
Fever?
don't know. It was like a black and white, and he brought.
Guess who's
brought
coming to
home.
dinner? Guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so that's my take on interracial dating, just from a regular dude.
No, yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and you can't stop it. It's bound to happen. I mean, everybody is, and I get it. There's people out there that want blacks to be with blacks and whites to be with whites.
They hate it.
And it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, and what it teaches us is that, to have a heart and be able to see life for what it is, that it's not as easy as it may seem, but you do you, and, if you're dating, if you're black and dating a white chick and you come home for Christmas, or if you're black and dating a white chick and you're on a college campus and you get a look from somebody, it's probably, if anything, just jealousy, and vice versa. That goes for a Chinese dude that's like, why is she running around with him, and she's Asian or whatever. But it's all fun, man. It's all part of life, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
But interracial dating, if you ask me, is beautiful. And if I'm ever fortunate enough to have children, if this woman will put up with me long enough, we're gonna have the best looking babies, because they're gonna be all like, they're gonna look like what was that one girl, that mixed girl from Clueless.
Oh, you're talking about
yeah.
Dash.
If that ain't the most beautiful human you ever saw, then I don't know what you're talking about. Where you're from.
Back in the day, yeah. I mean, she's still bad. Like I would hit. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of chicks on Instagram that I'm seeing. I'm just like, what the fuck?
See, I'm not on the social media, dude. Is there a lot of girls on Instagram straight flexing?
Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. You'll be overwhelmed. You'll be sweating.
Dude, I'm gonna do it, dude. I'll fucking make a Facebook right now.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Stay off the grid.
Hey, but how are they looking on Instagram, though? It's like unbelievable.
Bro, bad. It's crazy. And
is it bad that I feel like I live in an alternate universe because I'm not on social media?
No, I'm kind of envious.
Real life is not real life. It's that real life is inside the internet.
No. Like, I live that life where, I know what's on social media is fucking fake or whatnot. But at the same time, it's just like, fuck. That shit's crazy, because there's some people who get their validation from social media, and they think they're fucking bigger than what they really are. You know what I mean? Just because you got like,
what's really going on in there?
Yeah. Some people are walking around with like 2 million followers, and they might be getting paid and everything, but they still think they're bigger than what they are, and which they don't know, huh?
Well, and not to interrupt you, because obviously you're running the show, but I will say this. To the youth of America, or to like some 37-year-old that's like divorced and fine as hell and is like trying to reinvent herself, like, get out there, do your thing, whatever, social media, whatever, but protect yourself. Don't put yourself all out there, man. There's some hackers out there, dude. They'll hack your ass.
Yeah. They'll fucking get you.
So be careful in social media. But dude, like, if you have 2 million followers, like, and you're doing things the right way, then dude, good, man. I want 2 million more for you, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the people that are like, I got to be a complete dumbass so I can no, get your followers, man. Like, to be loved and to be liked, be it in regular life or in the internet, like, just be loved. We all want to be loved. But like, you know, get love the right way. Don't be like a stupid idiot, like tearing things apart. Like what you're doing right now with this FM and everything that you're doing in creative. Now, when Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, FM.
Talk is cheap. Fuck, you fucked it up. I'm erasing this goddamn audio.
Cheap, dude. Know where the fuck you're on, dude. Know where you're on, dude. Because talk is cheap, man. Like, either bring it or, like, if you don't know where you are, no. But, like, with what you're doing with Talk is Cheap, like, you're bringing, like, I mean, I've watched a few of the videos and I watched your review with the sugar babies and stuff. Like, what you're doing is, like, yeah, it's, you know, it's raw. And, you know, for me, you know, I'm pretty, you know, I try to be as conservative as I can, but you know, it's important to be very real about the things that are really happening around us, really real. And so, like, listen, everything that's happening around you, it really is. So be real about it.
Yeah, that's what
and get your likes. If you're like into getting likes, you know, if you're into getting likes, get your likes, but like get them right.
Yeah, because don't buy your fucking likes, man. Don't do that shit. A lot of people,
don't buy your likes.
A lot of people on social media, they actually get like a marketing company to help them get likes and shit. Which, I mean, I'm not at that. Yeah, like it's crazy.
No,
like,
I'm into them 5-view videos. I'm into like 5-10-view videos, and then like watching that video go to like, you know, however many views it takes to like, you know, get your stuff out there. But I think, you know, the things that we've talked about in the past 40 minutes or however long we've been on, interracial dating, gold diggers, how to protect your sorry ass from all of that when you're already broke as hell.
Yeah.
That's really important. And like, you know, interracial dating, like acknowledging, not being oblivious that we live in some perfect like world, and knowing that, you know, hey, I'm different and somebody might not like that at first, but once they get to know me, they're going to know that I'm really, really real, and like, you know, we're probably going to be doing business together, or, you know, something is going to happen, but no, I mean, this is how you do it. So that's what's up in the internet, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Shit's crazy.
So what else you got?
Oh shit, man. You know what? We went over what I
you
thought.
Cut me off, man.
I'm gonna have to cut you off. Listen. I would.
You're done, dude. I hope you like this shit.
First and foremost, you fucked up with the name of the show, so I'm already fucked. I'm fucking pissed off about that. I'm trying to hold them out composure.
No, dude, seriously, but it's my understanding, and seriously, I wanted to jump on here and just like get in, because I know as this thing progresses, you know, it'll be hard to get on, but I know you got a lot of irons in the fire, so I didn't know which one this one. I mean, I know you got, you know, a lot of things, but this is Get Your Shit Right radio, and if there's anybody that can deliver the product to the masses, America, it's you, and I'm just humbled that you let me jump on here, dude.
Bruh,
man,
thank you, man.
If I have time and you have time, get me back on here.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say, man. We need to finish up, because I got some more questions for you, but we'll do it some other time. You know what I mean? And man, thank you for being on this show and shit and all that, man. Is very humbling, to even, you know, be in this position right now, and it's growing. And I don't know exactly where this is going to go. I don't know half the shit I'm doing most of the time. I feel like I'm a bull in a china closet, but I'm going to just keep on doing it. And then, it'll mold. It's almost like that movie Ghost, where Whoopi Goldberg was like making like the pot and shit. Like, I feel like that. Like, I'm about to make, like, you know, goddamn pot.
I always thought it was like Patrick Swayze, God rest his soul, with somebody else. Whoopi was in. Patrick had his hands on Whoopi too?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze jumped in Whoopi Gold's body, I believe. Or was it...
Oh, okay, so wait a minute. So it was Whoopi Goldberg that was sitting at when they were making that ceramic with Demi
No,
Moore?
It wasn't.
Whoopi Goldberg?
No, it was the other chick, but Whoopi Goldberg was in it. Fuck, I fucked up. I need to see that movie again.
But you know what I'm talking about, though? So Whoopi Goldberg was actually inside Patrick Swayze in Ghost, and Whoopi Goldberg got with Demi Moore, dude.
Oh, shit, that's right. Yeah.
That's what fucking happened. Well, listen, I want to tell all the young listeners, I hope you got something out of this. Keep listening to the show. Keep listening to Baba. He's full of wisdom. You know, try to keep your cursing down. Don't get taken by a gold digger. Go out there and get you a big, black, beautiful girlfriend, man.
Yeah,
Take her
BBW.
home, show it to your farming parents, and be like, look, Moms, I got me a big, bold, black, voluptuous, beautiful woman, and there ain't a goddamn thing anybody can do about it. God bless. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And
Let me jump back on here, man.
bro, let me close this shit out. You're gonna jump back on here. Damn. Listen.
All right.
Listen, everybody, teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. And like my grandma would always tell me, and she tells me this she told me this morning, and today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Grandma. She always tells me,
Happy birthday, Grandma.
yeah, she always tells me, listen, love everybody, but trust no one. I am your host, Baba Tuesday, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.